Good morning, my dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today we are all celebrating our 75th anniversary of the Independence Day or Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. I wish you all a very happy Independence Day on this occasion. I'd like to share about the progress made and our major achievements of our institute since January 2021. In spite of the unprecedented conditions during the last year and a half, including severe austerity measures, you have done excellently considering the difficult circumstances. In spite of these conditions, our scientists have done excellent work and garnered many recognitions and awards. With great happiness, I mention here a few of them. Dr. R. Krishnan received the MOES National Award for Excellence in Atmospheric Science and Technology for the year 2021 for his outstanding contributions towards global climate change and variability and dynamics of the Indian summer monsoon. Dr. Tara Prabhakaran received the MOES Annamani Award for Women Scientist. Dr. Supriya Chakravarti received the MOES Certificate of Merit for the year 2021 for outstanding contribution in the field of atmospheric science and the technology. He also was elected to the editorial board of Quaternary International. Dr. S.D. Pawar has been nominated as a WMO Ad hoc Lighting Records Committee. Dr. C. Gyanashilan was appointed as Director of JGR Oceans. Several young scientists and scholars have won the Best Paper or Best Poster Award in many different conferences. They deserve a special word of praise. The Office of Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India is carrying out the next national Megavision exercise for science till the year 2035. I'm happy to share that the scientists from CCCR are invited to be members of this working group on climate research. I'm happy to inform we have published more than 160 papers in peer-reviewed journals in 2021 so far, with a cumulative impact factor of 625.5 and an average impact factor of 3.8. This is almost like an year's output for a few years back. We would be justifiably proud of our achievements, all this in spite of the very adverse circumstances. I would like to highlight some of our excellent research and development activities. CCCR has been in the forefront of research in climate change. Our center has played a significant role in the part of the newly released IPCC report. The contributions, including to that of AR6 simulations, has been well recognized and appreciated. Metflux measurements have provided useful inputs about GHG fluxes. Impressive progress has been made in developing the atmospheric research testbed at Silkheda near Bhopal. A C-band radar has already been installed there. A significant amount on civil and electrical installation is well underway. Some initial observations are now being conducted in this monsoon. But for the pandemic and related austerity measures, we would have done rapid progress on this facility. Some major projects which had to be shelved due to austerity measures includes that of the purchase of aircraft as part of NFAR and also the new HPC building. We hope that we will accomplish this soon. The multi-utility building has also been delayed. The Mumbai Metropolitan Rainfall Network has made significant progress. We hope to have X-band radars soon. Augmentation of HPC is well under progress. Initially, we will have about 20 petaflops. Again, a pandemic has scaled down our ambitious plans, which initially was to have 150 petaflops. Now we'll have over 20 petaflops, of which IITM share is likely to be 10 to 12 petaflops. And we also had hoped that in the long term, we would be reaching to exascale. But those ambitions now need to be scaled down because of the current conditions. With the kind approval of HMOES, IITM has signed a new agreement with WMO to host the International Monsoons Project Office. This will be at the Institute, initially for a period of 5 years, effective from 30th July 2021. This will bring into focus the high quality of monsoon work that we are doing here. It will also help showcase our achievements. The Air Quality Early Warning System, AQEWS, which has been developed by ITM, was officially handed over to IMD for operational implementation in July 2021. Also, a decision support system for air quality measurement in the Delhi NCR region has been set up. MOES has approved the establishment of a virtual center on artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. This will be hosted as a virtual center by IITM. It will enable us to expand the domain through multidisciplinary programs in the field of Earth system sciences. This virtual center will coordinate the units of MOES to identify problems that can be addressed with AIML tools, and will also plan and advise strategies to develop AI and ML based application tools. This center will also be responsible for conducting seminars, workshops, and other capacity building activities in the related areas. I hope our younger scientists will contribute significantly and develop innovative products. Our GEFS T1534 based ensemble forecasts have provided accurate forecasts of ensemble tracks and strike probability and landfall for the two tropical cyclones, Tauktae and Yas, which was a very severe cyclone. These forecasts have been extensively utilized by IMD in generating the final operational forecast. We are also working on exploiting extended range forecasts for predicting various diseases such as malaria and diarrhea, including by using forecast parameters such as relative humidity and temperature. Weakly coupled data assimilation is in advanced stage of development. With this achievement, our IITM is one of the few centers in the world to develop this advanced technique. We are justifiably proud of this achievement. The 18th International Conference on Clouds and Precipitation, ICCP 2021, which was held from 2 to 6 August 2021, was hosted by IITM in virtual mode. Unfortunately, 639 authors contributed to the conference from 32 countries. There were 81 students. Over 27% of the participations were from India. There were about 200 oral presentations in the 40 sessions of the conference. Over 400 posters were presented in the interactive mode. There were 3 sessions on monsoons and a dedicated poster session for the topic of monsoon clouds and precipitation. And for the first time, a KIPAX cloud modeling case was presented in the International Cloud Modeling Workshop. IITM has received congratulations from all over the world for the exemplary conference, though of course it was in a virtual mode, and has been enjoyed by everyone. Under LAURUS, we have obtained the necessary clearance from Airports Authority of India for the conduct of the IITM UAV operations at various proposed locations. Indian Air Force has also granted permission for IITM's UAS operations in defense areas of NDA and Osmanabad. Ministry of Civil Aviation has given us a conditional exemption from unmanned rules, aerial system rules, to IITM for research in atmosphere using drones. We are hopeful of commencing operations with UAV soon. For study of thunderstorm dynamics, IITM has signed an MOU with Cotton University, Guwahati, and Commissioner of Disaster Management, Government of Tamil Nadu for work related to thunderstorm and lightning. We already have MOUs with several institutions all over the country. We can say that most of the country is now covered by the lightning detection network. Work is also underway to improve the model-based lightning prediction system. An earlier version has been operationalized and used by IMD. Studies at Sholapur and Tuljapur sites under KIPEX. For this purpose, a special radio sound observational campaign is initiated at Sholapur to validate wind products from the wind profiler and use those observations both at Sholapur and Tuljapur. This validation will include the implementation of quality control program algorithms in an online data analysis software of the wind profiler. Our administration has also been working very diligently, and achievements made by them include organization of vaccination camps, 5 of them in association with PMC and other private hospitals for the benefit of our employees and their family members. The efforts of our housekeeping staff for keeping the campus clean and sanitized is worthy to be lauded. Our accounts has been working diligently during the pandemic time and has ensured timely payments. We also have initiated an ambitious drive for recruitment for about more than 160 project positions. Under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations, various activities are being organized to showcase IITM's achievements and research and development activities. These achievements, in spite of the very adverse circumstances, has been possible thanks to your hard work and dedication. I sincerely express thanks on my behalf and on behalf of IITM to the frontline employees for relentlessly providing uninterrupted service during the challenging times of COVID. I thank all of them. Today we are facing unprecedented challenges. I'm sure all of you have felt the pinch of these conditions. But we need to maximize our work in these adverse conditions with minimum expenditure. On this Independence Day, I urge you to rededicate and pledge ourselves to strive for making our institute even more successful and become a world leader in our field. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Dhanyavad.